folks? Paul Cooper with Totes and Notes for part 4 of our LinkedIn series. Real quick, I was going to show people, I mentioned it a couple times, if you send out too many invitations, especially early on, you may not be able to send out more. So a real easy way to fix that is you just go to My Network. You'll see invitations up here. You go to Manage All. And then you'll want to do Sent. And then now you can withdraw them. You can click here to select everything on the page, or you can withdraw certain ones, manually, individuals. So what I usually do is if I need to get rid of a bunch of them, I will try to go as far back as I can. Like up at the top, it was an invitation I sent one day ago. I even sent out a bunch of invitations, so we get down here, and that's 1 week, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And so what I generally try to do is find all the people that I've sent an invitation, at least 1 month ago. You can get rid of those because they've had a month. They're either not getting on or they're just ignoring it. So you can select those, or you can keep going back at the bottom. You can select different pages. You can select, like page 10 and go back there where you have a bunch of really old ones, and just select the whole page at once and get rid of a bunch of them that way, because you will cap out. Even if you do the free trial, you'll send out several hundred, a couple thousand real quick. And, you don't want to waste that whole free trial just waiting someone for 3 or 4 weeks for them to connect with you. Give them a couple weeks, and then after that, if you need to get rid of some, then start dumping them. Especially like, all these ones that we took a gamble on where they don't even have a profile pic. That's probably garbage. They're probably never going to respond, so you go ahead and get rid of those. So, we'll go ahead and withdraw those. And that's how you do that. You can end up withdrawing a bunch of them. And even if they looked like they were going to be good people to connect with, well, then what you do is you just search for whatever brought them to you in the first place, whether it was investor, chief credit officer, secondary marketing, or whatever, and you just send them a message again. Not a big deal. Just wanted to cover that for people, so you would, since I talked about it but didn't actually show you how to do it, and it's not hard. It just takes a little fiddling with the system to kind of figure out everything. All right. Oops. So we'll talk a little bit about CRM, customer relationship management, and what you want to do that. You probably want to get on most of your social media and everything, and I would include this in there, even though it's more professional. At least, you want to get on once a day so you can answer stuff. And so you just go to your messages, pick it up. I don't know if there's a way to turn it off because I find it pretty annoying, but you get a message each time, like Josh White. Josh White is now a connection. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, I'm glad he's a connection, but like, why is that a message? It's just something I have to look through. And then you'll see this green circle down here on people's profile picture, and you can look there, and then that's an actual message from someone. So we've talked a few times, Edgar and myself. And so what you do there is, you'll send a connection invite to someone, and then they may reply back with a question on what you want to do. So if people are asking questions, you generally want to get back to them, within 48 hours or so. And I've got a basic little template that I'll send out for people who have a general question about kind of what we do. And then, this is kind of what I'd paste in. We buy non-performing first position residential and commercial mortgages directly from banks. We do at a steep discount. We joint venture. And, I kind of fill out the whole thing for them and since we are connected, look, we've got a ton more space now. Look at all the writing you're able to do. I'm not sure if it's unlimited, but I definitely didn't have any issue capping it out. And again, put your contact information in there. That way people can call you or text you or email you. And that's what I do. And you'll get some basic questions pretty frequently, so you'll want to make a template for that just so you can kind of put it in there and then custom tailor it from there. And then another thing you'll want to do is you'll want to find out who your asset managers are, or after you connect with people that are asset managers, hit them up, tell them what you do, ask them if they got anything on the books, or if they have any convenient times for you to talk to them, and then do it that way. And then you'll want to probably make an Excel spreadsheet or some other CRM tool. I'm currently using Pipedrive. I'll probably eventually do a little video on that, where you can keep track of all your whether it's investors or asset managers, segment them, and then you can put down when you last contacted them, what you talked about, if you left a message because no one picked up, and then follow up. Following up is will really set you apart. If you think you're going to be able to do this one and done, you're going to need a contact list of tens of thousands if you want to stay in the business, because you need to keep contacting people. One good connection with an asset manager can provide you with assets for years. Same with good investors. You build a good relationship with an investor, you'll have an investor keep investing with you for years on end. So focus on your people. You do need some, but focus on the quality of the relationship. Keep that high, and then you'll generally have enough deals coming into you and enough investors. So now we're going to talk about exporting your list, because this is ultimately what you want to do. You don't want to be doing everything through LinkedIn, because it'll just take too much time. You're having to do individuals then. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to export your list, so then you can start doing an email campaign. And also exporting your list will allow you to put it into your other CRM tools. You'll have an Excel spreadsheet if you want to do it that. You can upload it to Pipedrive or some other tools if you have those programs. And so this is ultimately what you want to do. And then also have a backup just in case LinkedIn or something goes down. That way you're not losing all your contacts. And I'd suggest having on multiple hard drives and or Dropbox or something like that, because that's where you're going to find your money. So we'll go ahead and go to our connections. Then you go over here to manage synced and imported contacts. Let's see. And then here's the advanced options. Export contacts. Now it allows you to download all your stuff here. Your articles, imported contacts, invitations, recommended, all kinds of stuff. For your database, you really only care about the connections. Check that. You request an archive. Let's see, you got to enter in your password. There we go. So it says our download's pending. You'll generally get an email message letting you know. It says down here, you'll send you an email message when it's ready. And then you'll have a link to come back here and download it, and then exports it as a CVS file that you can open and manipulate with Excel. And then you'll want to upload that. Well, one, you want to back it up, and then you'll want to upload that. I use MailChimp, and it makes it real easy. The main things that I'll keep on MailChimp, and I'll probably eventually do another video on that, is you want the first name, the last name, email address. If they have a phone number, that's great. And then you want to have the position and company they work for. That way later on in Excel you can search for asset managers, and I generally highlight them a certain way. That way I upload everyone to my general contact list, but then I also have a separate contact list just for asset managers. So my asset managers will get my regular emails, but then they'll also get customized asset manager emails. And you'll want to send out an intro email to them, to all of your people, explaining who you are and what you're doing and how you got connected. And that's the ultimate goal of LinkedIn, is making your connections that way. You want to be emailing people and you want to be calling them. That's the ultimate goal. Just sitting on LinkedIn doing messages back and forth probably isn't going to result in that much stuff. I mean, I do get emails that way. People just straight up go ahead and send me tapes once we do a message or two. But generally you're going to talk to these people on the phone first, and or you're going to send them email campaigns. Well, that's it for this episode. I look forward to talking to all of you on episode 5. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to me. Thank you.